Welcome back to TFE. It's been a while. This is a podcast where we discuss the news on
and
gaming.
then disappear for like weeks at an end because we both have multiple different things go wrong in our lives.
Yes, I mean we're better now, but to be honest with you, I'm struggling. I'm struggling this episode. My throat's killing. I was out last night drinking.
I've had an eye infection for the last 2 days, so RTBO, I couldn't see anything out of my eye.
So okay, we are literally see no evil and speak no evil.
Yes, but we're back. We're here
back
to cover all the missed shit, and I still think we've got missed shit that is big, but I missed it. So I forgot what it was about.
It's like 3 weeks we missed something, isn't it? Or was it 2 or 3 weeks? I don't know.
It was like the 24th of October.
Yeah, we did like 4 episodes in October, which is pretty bad for us.
Yeah, but hey, look, we're slowly approaching the 200th episode.
Yeah,
like we were meant to pass it like 2-3 weeks ago, but hey, look, we're gonna pass it in like 2 or 3 episodes. So hey, look.
Well, as we always do, not always. Normally we do rapid reviews, but we haven't watched anything together. So we're gonna go into stream that movie news into my head, and we're gonna talk about some trailers that came out weeks ago.
Because classic us, we take breaks when big important trailers come out. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, we got the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and we got the Way of Water Avatar, the official trailer, not just a teaser trailer that I accidentally forgot to watch. Because I went, oh yeah, because I went, I'll watch it for the podcast. And then I didn't watch it, and I just had it saved. But as I can tell right now, it's a lot of fish and a lot of underwater people.
You're not missing much. I can't lie. I don't care about this film.
No, but you're going to watch it because we're going to
I know. Because I'm being forced to. If I could choose, I wouldn't.
Imagine, though, Dan, if we're the only 2 people to go watch this movie.
That would be hilarious, but there are other critics out there who are going to watch this film.
Yeah, sadly.
The average moviegoer might not actually care. Avatar wasn't that important. I think a lot of people don't care about it.
I reckon it'll pass 1 billion. I don't reckon it's going to go over 2 billion.
Absolutely not. There's no chance. My parents
if it
don't
does,
like
I'd be
watching
impressed.
it. Nobody, who cares? It's Avatar.
Well, look, if it does the straight-to-streaming thing like Disney Plus, most things have done where it's like 4 weeks, then yeah, I don't see anyone going to watch this in cinemas.
Is the first one back on Disney Plus now?
I don't think so. I'll look at.
Fair. Well, carrying on
not Disney Plus.
The other trailers. The one I most want to talk about is the Ant-Man one. I love this trailer. The CGI looks probably the best out of anything in Phase 4. And this is Phase 5, but still looks better than anything in Phase 4. Would you agree?
Yeah, it looks good. I don't. Yeah, Avatar isn't on Disney Plus.
No, not surprised. I love the scenery in the quantum realm. It looks fantastic. Love those creatures.
Jonathan Majors.
I love Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. I really hope they don't mess this up.
The Creed trailer. Oh well.
Oh yeah, I had seen that. I saw it in the cinema when I went to watch Black Adam. Talking about Black Adam, you should check out our TBO that we just did on it.
Yes. But yeah, the Creed trailer, he's absolutely jacked to shit. And I'm like, whew, Ant-Man is in trouble.
Ant-Man's going to get the shit beaten out of him.
Well, I reckon, like, a lot of people are speculating that Ant-Man's going to die in this. And I'm like, no, he's not.
Well, he might.
He won't, though.
He might.
Well, if they're doing the passing of the torch to his daughter, what a fucking way to go. Like, they just kill her dad, and it's like, well, Ant-Man's daughter and the Wasp.
Actually, what they might do is they may do, like, the logic of something needs to stay in the quantum realm or something.
No, I reckon what they'll do is they'll kill a version of Ant-Man. But it won't be Paul Rudd's. It will be Paul Rudd, but it will be like an Ezra Miller Flash situation where there's 2 of them. And they'll kill the one from the other timeline. Not the main MCU timeline. But yeah, no, it looks good. It's the first of Phase 5, isn't it?
Yes. Can you believe it? Ant-Man is setting up the whole new universe.
Well, it's got Kang the Conqueror in it, and that's meant to be the big bad of the MCUs, because it's Multiverse of Madness, so... Yeah. It's still weird that they recast his daughter, but hey, look, I'm sure she's going to be good. Evangeline Lilly's got a weird haircut where it looks like a Karen haircut.
There's always Evangeline Lilly always has different haircuts every film.
Yeah, and they're always kind of weird. They're just like I think she had bangs in one of them, didn't she? Or like
That was the first one. She actually had a
bowl
fringe.
cut. Yeah. I don't know women's hairstyles, so forgive me.
Bangs is the American term.
Ah,
It's fringe in the UK.
nice. I didn't know that. I just thought they were all different hairstyles.
No. Well, at least that's my understanding, because I've only ever heard people say bangs in US things.
And then the other trailer is Marvel's special presentation, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. That is a fucked title. Where Drax and Mantis kidnap Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Thing is, this is going to be funny, but it's
I
not
don't think
good.
it is. Look, honestly, I don't like Drax. I think he had
like
one
Drax.
funny thing, and that was one funny thing got memed to shit, and that's the Who's Gamora bit.
No, I enjoy the Invisible one as well.
I don't find that one that funny.
It's funny. It's so good.
I don't though.
But that's my
I
comedy.
never find his. I don't
love
find his
stupid
character.
shit.
Yeah, but I don't find his comedy that good, and this is just going to be a lot of that, and I don't
But
find
I
that
think
interesting.
that's you.
Yes, I am fully aware that it is me as a person, but like, I would much rather this be like Rocket Raccoon and Groot go on an adventure, rather than.
See, I
Mantis
don't like
and-
Rocket that much. I way prefer Drax and Rocket, because Rocket's just an asshole.
Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I relate to characters that have tragic backstories, and Rocket's going to be the like main focus of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, apparently.
Oh, Rocket and Drax are dying.
Oh yeah, probably.
And I've seen a theory for this, why that's true. It's because each
Dave
color
Bautista
of the logo is the person who dies in each film.
was Guardians of the Galaxy 2 blue.
Yeah.
Was Guardians of the Galaxy 1
brown for Groot. And the Guardians.
What's the logo of this one?
It has
brown
like the Rocket
brown
Raccoons.
and blue.
Like, it has Rocket Raccoons like kind of grey and red for his suit, and Drax is sort of greeny red.
What's the Christmas specials one then, man?
No one's gonna die in that one.
No, I reckon
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon's gonna get crushed by like the Milano 2.0 or whatever it is.
Yeah, so it looks like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to be Drax and Rocket dying.
Yeah. Also, I think Dave Bautista wants out because he wants to do other stuff. And yeah. Then we got some more Marvel casting news. We got Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is joining the MCU as Wonder Man. That's the Black Manta in Aquaman. He's that guy.
Oh, yeah, it's that guy.
I don't know anything about Wonder Man, but I know that he's white, and this is probably going to cause a lot of controversy. So, but it's a man from space, so who cares?
I can say I give zero shits. Who cares what skin color? It's fine.
Yeah. It's like, oh, cool, that character's that cool.
It shouldn't matter.
No, it literally means nothing. But I like the dude. He's a cool actor. I hope the character's interesting. It's getting like a Disney Plus series, so who knows? Yeah. And then there's one more that I forgot to add here quickly. Apparently Vision's getting his own Disney Plus series.
Oh, piss off.
It's called Vision Quest.
I've had enough. No more. Kevin, sort your shit out. You're making too many of these things.
Yeah, but it's apparently him going on a journey to recover his memories or some shit, or find out what it is to be Vision, and he's on a Vision quest. But yeah, that was that. Then we got Disney's live-action Hercules will be more experimental and inspired by TikTok, says producer Gio Russo.
See, that's what we need. We need more Disney Plus things, like Disney live actions that are just Gen Z or Gen Alpha now, because it's now Gen Alpha.
That won't date dramatically.
No, it's because
I can't wait
on
to
time, whatever it
see
is.
Hercules do the floss on Hades' dead corpse and whatnot.
Are you actually going to watch it? Yes, you will. Let's be honest.
No, I haven't watched all of them. I never watched. I only watched the ones that like actually interested me. Like
So you watched
Beauty
Lion
and the
King?
Beast didn't interest me. Lion King I was interested in because I wanted to see how garbage it was going to be, and I
how
didn't think
was
it was that garbage. It's not that garbage.
I'm not
It's just the
surprised.
Lion
I
King.
think
It just
it's pretty
looks.
sure made-
It just looks like live action animals, and it just doesn't have any impact.
Jungle Book?
Didn't watch it. I watched the Andy Serkis one, which is the Netflix one. I didn't watch the Disney one.
Right.
The Netflix one is atrocious. That's what would happen. That the CGI for the animals is what would happen if Disney did that, where they've got like human faces on animals, and it looks so weird. There's like a weird little dog thing in the Netflix one, and it looks absolutely fucked with its face, like animated. So I understand why Disney went with the more realistic look, but like both versions don't need to be done. I watched Cruella.
Oh, Cruella was good, to be fair.
Cruella's like the only good one.
No, Maleficent's alright.
I never watched that.
It's alright. No, Cruella was good though. I enjoyed Cruella.
It's getting a sequel.
Even though I'm pretty sure we are not the target audience for that film in the slightest.
No, I went and watched it because I was like, I like Emma Stone.
Yeah.
That was the only reason I went and watched it. And I was like, oh, she looks like she's having the time of her life in this movie. And then, yeah, she was. She was having fun.
It comes across. It comes across.
Yeah. And then we've missed a lot of DC news.
Yes. So, as Guardians 3 is James Gunn's last project for the MCU, he's actually going to take over for DC. And it looks like James Gunn and Peter Safran are going to be leading the DCEU.
Film and TV divisions. Basically, they're the Kevin Feige of the DCEU now.
Which does that mean DC is going to just be R-rated now? Because if James Gunn gets his way.
No, because James Gunn did PG-13 Guardians. Like he knows
because Marvel makes him. Because Marvel makes.
Yeah, but he knows what. Yeah, but he knows what's gonna get people. Like he might do R-rated projects. He might do PG-13 projects. I imagine he's got like the know-how to go. Well, look, we have Superman. We're not gonna make R-rated Superman, even though everyone's banging on for it. But like.
No, that's dumb. Why would you do that? You fucking morons.
We have Omni-Man. We have, like, Homelander. We have Dark Superman.
We've talked about this.
Yeah. Not on podcast, unless we did it on the TBO.
We did on TBO. We literally did it in the last TBO. It's the exact same conversation.
Someone might not have watched it, and they might not want to go and watch the TBO. Damn, we got a lot of news, but we're going to make a long episode.
We don't need to make it long. We don't. I want to stop talking.
But yeah, I think it's all right. Like, he's a decent director and stuff like that. He knows how to make an interconnected world, I guess. He knows how to play into it, at least. I don't know who Peter Safran is. I think he just writes stuff.
I would have no clue.
But yeah, I think it's an all right decision. They got rid of the other guy who was running DC.
Well, maybe now there will actually be a clear vision going forward.
God, I hope James Gunn fires The Rock. That would be the funniest thing to me.
Stop hating on The Rock. He's not that bad.
He's not bad, but he just can't act for shit.
No,
people just like him because he's charismatic. And I despise people who are charismatic, and that's their only choice.
Unless it's Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot.
I don't think Gal Gadot's that good an actress. She's all right. She does Wonder Woman. Whenever she's trying to do something else, she's like, not great.
I don't mind.
She does Wonder Woman very well.
She does. She's a very good Wonder Woman, to be fair.
Yeah.
She probably might actually be the best Wonder Woman.
Well, I'm sure people would disagree with you, but because there's Linda Carter, who like everyone loves because it's the old one. Like,
who gives a shit? At least.
What's the Christopher Reeves, the original Superman?
I don't know.
The original. Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's like people love them because they're the old one, and that's the one they grew up with. So
that's just nostalgia, though. That's just people being.
Yeah,
stupid.
But that's all of it is. We got more DC news because Henry Cavill's back as Superman.
Yeah, Yay. That didn't spoil anything in Black Adam.
Nope, The Rock didn't just tell the entire ending of Black Adam out and tweet it, and then Henry Cavill didn't leave The Witcher.
Yeah, well, Henry Cavill left The Witcher. We want to talk about that now.
Yeah.
We just brought it up, so yeah. So
well,
Witcher season 4 will not have Henry Cavill. It's going to have Liam Hemsworth instead.
How long do you reckon after that they're going to cancel The Witcher?
Probably season 4.
Yeah. It's so weird that they're doing this. I would have thought just try and make season 3 like a wrap up and then
Netflix seems to do more than 3 seasons now. They don't seem to just do the 3 season and ditch.
Well, I think they've had too much backlash to it. I think people just go, why the fuck are we committing to this?
They seem to do now either just do long seasons or 1 season ditch.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of 1 season ditches we've covered.
Oh yeah, I reckon the movie I'm going to talk about and recommend do and recommend don't is going to get ditched after 1 season.
Yeah. Not being ditched. HBO cancelled Westworld, unbelievably, because it's insanely popular.
Season 4 is out now.
Yeah.
and they cancelled it after like 2 episodes into season 4.
Yeah, honestly, that one's mad. I cannot believe they cancelled it.
I mean, I never watched it. I heard it was good though. Like it was did pretty good ratings wise and stuff like that. It was an interesting storyline that I was like interested in. I just never watched. There was the British one, like Humans or something, which had a similar plot where it's just like AIs that are rude to people and try and kill people or stuff like that. I know Aaron Paul is in the season 3. That's as much as I know. And Anthony Hopkins is in it. Or has been in it.
I've got great fun right now. My dog just constantly barking, and I can't do anything to stop her barking.
Well, just leave it in. We don't care.
Yeah, we might as well. I mean, this episode's already in the water.
And then we got David Zaslav defends Warner Brothers Discovery cuts. We did not get rid of any shows that were helping us.
Oh, really? Surely the whole of any streaming service ever doesn't help you financially.
It's to have content. Yeah. It's to have content on it. Also, he's lost so much money for it. Like, they've lost so much money in terms of stock value. Like, they were meant to save, like, $3 billion or something like that with all of these cuts, and they've lost, like, $20 billion in terms of, like, actual stock value. And they've lost, like, all of their animation studios and stuff, like, wanting to work with them because none of their stuff is, like, guaranteed to stay on their platform anymore. They've just burned like every bridge in Hollywood, and they're somehow going, yeah, this was a good financial decision.
Yeah, HBO, I don't know. We've covered this before. We have no idea what they're doing, and I don't think they do either, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you reckon The Last of Us is going to get more than one season?
At this point, nobody knows.
Because that got an official release date, which is, I think, February at some point. So. Then we got Netflix has renewed The Sandman for new episodes.
Yes, which is
understandable.
Great
it was like the biggest thing on Netflix at one point.
It's definitely one of the best things Netflix ever made. Definitely one of the best TV shows.
Yeah,
of live action.
Very interesting. Yeah, it was very interesting. Then we got Netflix has launched a Discord bot where you can watch parties with friends.
So you can't password share, but you can watch with friends.
Yeah, because I imagine it's the same as the Disney Plus thing where you have like you can just watch it with people. I guess I don't know. It's a weird thing that they've done.
Watch Arcane together.
We could when season 2 comes out. I might actually do that. I might actually get like a bunch of us in a Discord call and we can watch it all together.
Yeah, we could, to be fair. We just need more of our friends to watch it. Or at least one of them.
Well, no, we've got like a couple. I know a lot of people who've watched it, so. But yeah. And then Sausage Party is getting a TV series from Seth Rogen, ordered by Amazon. Did you ever watch Sausage Party?
I watched like the first 30 minutes and I was like, this is awful. I can't watch it anymore.
I kind of enjoyed it. It was just a dumb, weird, fucked up movie about food fucking and taking drugs and all of that shit.
It's the shittest film. The shittest premise I've ever seen in my life. Like, what the fuck is it? Also, how has this got a TV show? There's so many other good shows that get cancelled, Westworld included. And then we get this shit. What is going on?
Because I guess Seth Rogen's leveraged his The Boys power to get his dream project off the works from Amazon. Because this is an Amazon project. So
Amazon is so inconsistent with their originals. Some of them are absolutely brilliant, and some of them are just completely forgettable and awful.
And then, Dan, I got some news for you.
Well, it's not really news.
Well, it is news because they confirmed it.
Well, they didn't confirm anything. It was they didn't say anything. They just made a trailer for it.
Well, they've released the last episode, didn't they? Or is this?
Okay, yes. No,
I have no idea. This is the thing. I have no context for this. I just saw David Tennant is back instead of Jodie Whittaker, and I saw a clip. Right.
So
I need all the context from you because I don't watch fucking Doctor Who.
I do some context. I do some backstory. Last year, BBC announced Ncuti Gatwa is the 14th Doctor. Internet was mostly popular. There was a few racist people who don't like black people, and they complained. So
the
internet.
That's why I was confused as to why David Tennant. I thought David Tennant coming back was a different person or something.
Yeah. So people thought David Tennant was coming back because they had been filming the 60th anniversary special. That's next year. So they're making 3 specials for next year. It's like a mini-series, a 3-episode mini-series. And they only ever saw David Tennant and Catherine Tate in the filming. which kind of spoiled it, but because BBC announced Ncuti Gatwa as the next Doctor, this last episode that just went, it was the BBC Centenary Special. That was actually the most exciting regeneration story ever, because it's the first time no one's known who it was going to be to regenerate into.
Right.
People didn't know if they were going to regenerate into Ncuti Gatwa, or if they were going to... Yes, Ncuti Gatwa, and then have David Tennant as back in time when it was him previously, just, you know, because sometimes they have the old Doctors come in to the new stories.
Did you like that he said he recognized the teeth?
It was good. It was a good callback, to be fair. That is definitely the best way to introduce that.
I didn't even remember that he said he had teeth or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, so in his first line, when he first regenerated back in 2005, was, "Hello, okay, that's weird. New teeth."
And then he goes, "I recognize these teeth," when he regenerates back.
Yeah,
into
and then he did his classic what, which was how he ended every season in Doctor Who.
I don't remember that. It's been so
No,
long
of course
since-
you don't.
When was David Tennant?
2005 to 2010.
Okay, yeah, so 12 years ago is when I stopped watching Doctor Who.
Yeah,
yeah.
to be fair.
And I was 2005. I would have been 7.
The last good series Doctor Who was season 5, with the first season of Matt Smith. That was the last good series. And I know you don't like Matt Smith. Well, you didn't care.
I don't dislike him. I just don't care about Doctor Who after that point.
Yeah. I actually think... I need to stop talking about this.
No, I put this in specifically
Yeah,
for you.
I'll
to
very
talk
quickly, I'll
about.
just cover all the news. Is David Tennant's going to be back for 3 episodes of the Centenary Special, and then Ncuti Gatwa will take over. We have seen a clip of Ncuti Gatwa already, and I absolutely love him in the role. I cannot wait. I think he could potentially be the best Doctor ever. Because he's just that sort of... He's screen grabbing. Like, you know, the attention goes to him when he's on display, which is what you want for the Doctor. Mm-hmm. You don't want it the same as Jodie Whittaker, where it just felt like it was more towards the companions. And then the Doctor was a side character in their own show.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
So Catherine, what was did all of the other Doctor Who companions die?
Only
Like for David Tennant.
2 have died. None have died of David
Because
Tennant.
Rose didn't die. She's off with David Tennant in that parallel world.
Correct, yeah.
And then-
Martha Jones is just working for the military.
Yeah.
Or she's like
Has
an
she turned back
agent or
up?
something. She hasn't turned her back up, no. She's been missing ever since. Catherine Tate had to have a memory erased
Yeah, that's why. I
because
just remember
she
the Christmas
became the
episode where she
Doctor.
gets like, wait, she became the Doctor? What? When?
Yeah, so she got the Doctor's mind. And she became as smart as a Doctor, but because that's not meant for human, it was burning her brain up and would have killed her. And the only way to save her was for the Doctor to erase her memories.
I don't remember any of this.
It was really emotional. Season 4 of Doctor Who is such a good season.
I only really remember the Christmas special with Catherine Tate in it, where there's the big spider.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the last, like, the one where the Master comes back and then David Tennant's that weird little gross alien thing because he's aged like 900 years. And it's
Yeah,
like
so that's the series after that Catherine Tate episode, yeah.
Yeah, and then he needs the power of everyone believing in him to get back to being the Doctor.
That's season 3, yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember Rose getting trapped in that other dimension with the Doctor, who's not the Doctor.
Yeah, that was the end of season 4.
And then I remember some stuff about Cybermen, but that's about it.
I think you should go back and watch the first 5 seasons.
If it all goes on Disney Plus, maybe.
It's on BBC iPlayer.
Yeah, but I fucking hate iPlayer and I can't use it because I don't pay for the British government TV license. So I don't want to risk it. Whereas Disney Plus, yeah, well,
Yeah. Once again, I would highly recommend go watch the first 5 seasons of Doctor Who. Just forget everything else afterwards. Just the first 5 seasons.
Of the original. Did you know that Doctor Who had like lost episodes because they
Yes.
just taped over them?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
A lot of the first Doctor's episodes were lost, and no one knows.
Yeah,
because
because they just taped over them for other stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's the way we have, like, people have like really old copies of like recorded on VHS or whatever it is, and then so that's the only way that people have like access to them. But it's like such shitty quality.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of shitty things, awful, rubbish, terrible. That's art.
We love
This
a
was
bit of art.
ages ago. Yeah, this was ages ago. We just had a lot of strings of people throwing stuff at art.
Just Stop Oil, the activist group who are obsessed with saving the planet, but doing it in the most ridiculous ways possible to make everyone
Wasting
hate
a lot
them.
of food.
And wasting a lot of food. Their plan is to have everyone
Annoy
just stop
people?
using oil and risk the global collapse of civilization.
Yeah.
Because society is so dependent on oil. It's ridiculous.
It's not a thing we can sort of phase out quickly.
Look around you. Everyone, look around your room. How much oil do you reckon was needed in your room?
Look at the super glue that they used to glue their hands to the walls.
What do you think that was made of, people? What do you think?
Where do you think that was made and what was made to use?
You fucking morons.
But yeah, so we had a bunch of artworks get, like, it wasn't, was it paint or was it like soup?
It was soup.
Yeah.
They put soup over the Van Gogh painting, the sunflower painting. However, what they didn't understand was it's behind glass.
I think they did know that, but I think they knew that it would get the attention.
They're still idiots.
They ruined the frames, I think. Or
yeah,
they
but
damaged
the frames can be repaired quite easily.
Frames are replaceable, yeah. But like no artwork. That's why like when the Mona Lisa had cake thrown at it or whatever the fuck it was, it's like behind glass because they know that people are dumb enough to try doing stuff like this.
Yeah. And there's
it's behind bulletproof glass, isn't it? Because it's like they don't.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that might actually be copies of the... No one actually knows if that's copies or not of the original artwork.
Well, yeah, because the
how would you
original
know?
the original Mona Lisa, I'm pretty sure got stolen and then it got returned, and that's why it's like the most famous thing because there was a massive like investigation about who stole it, where it was, and then it just kept staying in the headlines, and that's why. Because before that, it wasn't really that popular. But then it had this mystery surround it, and then it got very popular, and people wanted to see it after it got recovered.
Yeah. But talk about trip cake. King Charles' waxwork in Madame Tussauds also got attacked with chocolate cake.
Yeah. Good one.
These people, man. Like, what are they expecting to come from this?
Yeah. 4 people have been arrested over the incident.
These people... the UK contributes to 1% of the global emissions. And they can argue, but, it helped other countries. No, it won't. Look at fucking China and Russia and India. And the US.
America.
Do they give a shit? Absolutely not. What are they going to do to actually fix
America
it?
Isn't
Make
part
it
of
profitable.
Yeah, America's not even part of the emissions thing anymore, isn't it? Because Donald Trump took him out.
Yeah, they pulled ourselves out of it.
Yeah,
the only way to save the planet is to make being green cost effective.
Cheaper. Yeah, cheaper than oil.
If they can make them money, they'll do it. If China can make so much money from being green, they will do it.
Yeah.
But
currently, everyone's infrastructure is built around it, and until you build a better and cheaper infrastructure that you can actually profit off of, they're not going to do it. Also,
what these climate protesters don't understand is they try to boycott nuclear, which is actually the best.
Safest. Yeah,
it's safer. It's safer than all of them.
The only reason it's bad is because we have nuclear explosions sometimes. And that's because they're mishandled and not properly regulated.
Oh, people are so dumb. Like, why are we decommissioning all these nuclear power stations when they're actually good? We need them.
Yeah, because people don't understand
Look
what
at
nuclear
France.
is.
France are suffering the least with this cost of living crisis, and they run on nuclear.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my rant for today. Pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't understand why we're decommissioning nuclear. It makes no sense.
Because the public are idiots. That's the reason why.
Oh yeah, it's old people who think, oh yeah, Chernobyl.
But they're morons. They're morons.
I reckon the Chernobyl documentary did more damage than anything to the people's public perception of what nuclear reactions did. Because everyone just thinks nuclear bomb. They also think that all the smoke that's coming out of those chimney pipes is gas and like
and the fucking
smoke,
morons.
where it's just water. It's steam.
Yeah. And nuclear waste can be safely disposed of.
Yeah. We can just shoot it into the sun and then power our sun.
I mean, we could. We tend to just like put it in like massive housing units.
Yeah. Shall we go on to the next segment, Dan?
Let's go on to the next segment. Oh, we've lost the controller of the news. And we go into our gaming news of the week. And we're going to talk about some CD Projekt Red. And they haven't been in the news for a while, with Cyberpunk. I'm surprised. It's actually about Witcher. And they're going to be remaking The Witcher in Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, Henry Cavill's going to be jizzing himself over because he loves that.
Oh, he does. He loves his gaming PC. I remember a lockdown photo where he just had that, I think, a 3090. And he just posted on Instagram like, I love this so much.
Yeah. He also loves his Witcher because that's the reason he signed up. And the reason he left is also because, not just because of the Superman stuff, which is probably the main reason, but he was also apparently clashing over the storylines of the original Witcher, like the things because in the original books and stuff, they were like, oh no, this is terrible dialogue and stuff, like the writers and stuff. And he was like, no, I want this to be true to the actual books, not made up nonsense. So
he's a big fanboy.
Yeah, he's a big nerd jock. He's a doc jock.
He is a massive nerd.
Yeah, he plays like Warhammer and stuff like that. And
he's a huge nerd.
Yeah, I'd love to hang out with him. He seems like a cool bloke.
He does. He does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. They announced a bunch of other projects and stuff like that, but this is one of them. It's just like they're redoing the original Witcher in Unreal Engine 5 because we have no originality anymore.
No, that's true.
Everything needs a remake.
Why make new games when you can remake old ones?
Yeah, they're only like a couple years old. Or in Sony's case, where they're like, we'll remake Horizon, which is only like 3, 4, 5 years old.
Yeah, that was dumb. I mean, I've played the original Horizon on PS5 and it runs absolutely fine. It does not need a remake.
I played it when it came out. In fact, it fucking ran great on PS4.
Anyway, talk about Sony.
Yes.
And remaking, because they're making the PSVR 2. The new upcoming... Well, it's not really remaking, but I don't know. I'll say remaking.
Well, you can't play any of the other games on it, apparently. So.
Oh, really? No, it's a lot bad. Wow. Yeah, so they made a release date and a price, and it is a shocker,
It's expensive.
Really.
Yeah, it's expensive. But it is a lot of powerful technology. So it's $549, which is a lot. You can buy a bundle with Horizon Call of the Mountain for $599.99, which is cheaper because I imagine that game wouldn't cost 50 quid.
Yeah.
But its also release date is February 22nd, 2023. So next year in Feb. I don't know if I'm going to buy this straight off the bat.
You would have if it was cheaper.
I don't know. I have a lot of bills to pay.
That's true. Cost of living going up, innit?
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah. I do want it, though. I have set up my actual VR, my original one, in my room that I'm in now. And I will be streaming on it, because I'm just like, well, fuck it. I want to stream some VR stuff. So, check out my Twitch for that. And my YouTube channel. And then also in Sony news, PlayStation is building a new studio to work with Naughty Dog on an unannounced game. So we're getting a new Naughty Dog game after everyone loved The Last of Us 2.
Wow. Can't believe it.
No controversy over The Last of Us 2 at all. Best game. I loved it. I actually generally do love it. It's a good game. I don't understand the backlash.
People are sexist or is it homophobic in it? Something like that.
It's a lot of things because it was very kind of like there was transphobia. There was don't like buff women. They don't like the fact that the main protagonist dies and it focuses on the female character. They don't like that you play as the female villain.
How dare I? It's so dumb. It's stupid.
Yeah, it was a weird one. Also, the script leaked and people took a lot of stuff out of context. So, yeah. And then, yeah. So here's some news that isn't shocking, but Sony's new PlayStation Plus subscriptions are off to a rocky start, and console sales are flat and gaming profit is down. So they've lost 2 million subscribers.
Really?
Yeah, so it was 47.3 million.
Hasn't changed, hasn't it? It's just the new ones.
Yeah, but I imagine a lot of people are like switching to Game Pass and Xbox and stuff like that. But
I think the PS1's better value.
I think the PS1 is better value, but I think if like people might be jumping ship for Call of Duty and stuff like that if it does happen. But however, while subscriber numbers were down, revenue for network services, which includes earnings from PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Network, advertising revenue, and now discontinued PlayStation Now, has increased from 100 billion yen to 117 billion yen, around 679 million to 794 million year over year. These figures suggest Sony has less subscribers spending more money on its network services. So, but that is also because they probably have the higher subscription service of about £100 a year coming into that as well. But yeah, it just goes to show you that even if Sony does offer the better like stuff, they're still losing subscribers because people are worried about what's going to happen with like Xbox and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, apparently Microsoft says Xbox Game Pass is profitable.
Yeah, it accounts for like 15% of their revenue.
Yeah, that's quite mad.
Which I was surprised by because I always thought like it would be like a loss for. But this is why I'm like, maybe that's just how poor Xbox is doing profit-wise. I don't know.
Well, to be fair, making any profit is quite impressive, but I suppose...
Especially on a subscription service where they're spending a lot of money keeping a lot of those games on.
If you have enough people signed up to it.
Yeah, well, it's got like 20 million people have streamed games on Xbox Cloud Gaming. So, so they announced that their Game Pass subscriptions increased by 159% year over year. Yeah, so they are getting a lot of subscribers, and I reckon they're gonna get a lot more.
If you can have enough subscribers, you can offset the amount of money it costs to, because I think it's just a one-off payment, right, for the games.
No, it's £10 a month, I think, for Game Pass.
No. I mean, like, it's like when Xbox pay the developers for the game.
Oh yeah. They basically pay. Like a one-off payment it's different per. It's different per game, basically. So I think most it's just they pay basically for the entire development cost of the game, and then a bit extra to get it housed on. So for like indies and stuff, they basically just pay the entire development cost and extras. And then if it's an in-house one, they just basically pay for it anyway. And then there are timed exclusive things where they have it for like a couple months and stuff like that, where they basically pay. Or like with the PlayStation Rocket League, when it first came out, they have it for like a month for free.
That's true.
And stuff like that. Just to get people on board. And then if you miss that, then just to get subscribers and stuff like that. So it just depends on the game, really. And if it's a Microsoft in-house one, it goes straight on there.
But both things are genuinely great value, really. When you think about games nowadays, how much it costs. Like £70 a game.
Yes. But that will still be for PlayStation, at least, because they don't have $1 trillion company being...
No, that's true, but... let's take it. Okay, definitely. But I just played. I think it's like £50 to £60 on PlayStation. I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, I was gonna get Game Pass because A Plague's Tale Requiem is on Game Pass for free, and I'd just be able to pay it for like £10. But I want to buy it or get it on PlayStation because that's the one I have.
Yeah,
and that means I'd have to get it on PC, and I don't like paying on PC.
So yeah, I use Game Pass occasionally for some months when I choose. If there's a game I want to play on there, then I'll just get it on Game Pass for a month. Played the game for that month, and then I just bought the game for £10 basically, and then.
Oh yeah, what I haven't added on here is despite what Microsoft said about Sony's increased profits of like consoles and everything on like subscription services and everything like that, Phil Spencer did say that whilst this year Microsoft won't increase any prices on its subscription services or consoles, next year maybe not so much. So they are expecting a price increase. So everything on Xbox will be going up. So Microsoft is basically just throwing Sony into the dirt whilst doing the exact same thing, which I inevitably saw and said because I knew Microsoft would. There's no way you can offer that low price. Once you get, that's why Microsoft wants Call of Duty, because they know if they do it, people will be willing to pay the increased price. Whereas if they don't have Call of Duty, people won't see the value in it and won't do it. That's 100% why they're doing it. Like, they're going to lose $87 billion or whatever it is, but they'll be able to get a loyalty-based continuous payment. And if it equates to, 10 to 15% of their profits, if they can get more of that coming in as their profits, then fuck it.
Yeah.
Also, there was an Xbox game streaming device similar to like the Steam one, like the Steam Shield thing, like the Nvidia Shield thing, where you have like a little box that streams your games from your servers and stuff like that. That was revealed like a year ago or a couple months ago in like a press thing, and people were like, "Ooh, what's that?" It looks like a Xbox like Series S. And yeah, that kind of got ditched because it was meant to be like for Game Pass and all of that, and you're like little home entertainment system thing that you just plug into your TV and you don't need a full console. But I think that's been ditched at this point.
It sounds like a good idea, to be fair, to an extent, but I don't.
Well,
I don't like
the thing is
games. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can't stream Call of Duty. You just can't. The input delay.
We're not at a stage where Call of Duty is streamable. No. But
I think any competitive game, any game that requires you to have replay
zero lag, Limited lag is probably your best. But the game sizes are too big for consoles and PCs.
I cannot play Rocket League to the same ability on PlayStation as I can on PC. And that's not even streaming, that's just console. That's just console default. You probably can't. I mean, you don't notice it because you probably not have had the comparison.
I barely play it enough to care.
Well, no, but have you played on PC though?
Yes.
Regularly, like more than.
I don't play. I don't play either console or PC enough to notice a difference. I can certainly hit the ball a couple more times on PC, but that's
that is true, right? When you're on PC, you can hit the ball better, and you can be more accurate with it. It's that much easier because it is a fast game. It's a fast-paced game. I would actually argue
I don't disagree with you. I'm not saying it. I just don't know. I don't care enough about the game to.
No, but that's just an example of my own experience.
Yeah,
and
I can't play Destiny on PC.
If you had that on streaming, it's just going to be way worse.
I have actually streamed it.
Well, Rocket League.
Yeah,
you stream Rocket League.
I used Nvidia's Shield thing to stream it because I had people around.
You're quite shit at the game anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, but like I didn't notice much difference between streaming it. I know the only noticed was where it just kind of your internet just tanks and then it just goes and straight it like freezes and.
I know I would definitely notice a difference if I played it on streaming.
I'm sure you would. I don't reckon the casual person would care enough.
Rocket League isn't a casual game.
No, but I mean for like Call of Duty, which is like there are competitive.
Yeah, maybe not, but.
I don't think
definitely
people.
Be affected
I think
by
people like playing on like last gen consoles are at a disadvantage anyway to playing with people on current gen consoles. Like
and
there's
PC
that
as well.
Yeah, and PC. Like you're always gonna have like a disadvantage, and then there's always going to be advantages because aim assist and stuff like that. So
I think aim assist is a bit marginal. What game was I playing on PC? So when I had my operation, I couldn't sit at a desk, so I just sort of played everything on PlayStation, which meant I had to do like what shooting games did I do? Oh, I did Deathloop and stuff.
I want to play Deathloop.
The aim assist is brilliant. You just aim in and it just locks onto somebody. This is great.
Yeah.
Like I just start spamming aim and I just kill everything instantly. It's like, oh, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to Oh So Meta because we love the metaverse here. You know, Mark Zuckerberg, our reptile overlord.
Yep. There was a lot of news about metaverses and stuff like that. But the one that caught my eye was that Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, basically said the metaverse is a poorly built video game and why would anyone want to play in it?
I really like. I don't know. I want to dive in a hole more. Twitter or the metaverse.
Well, his comment was basically, this is like me not quoting him, but this is just basically what he said was, why would after I come home from an office want to go and work, like play in an office?
That's a good argument, to be fair.
Because that's what metaverse is trying to build. It's just trying to build the at-home office and not like a gaming experience. And so he's like, why would I want to look at something that's like not like you have the entirety of your imagination and it's just an office? Like you just want people to work in an office building.
It's pretty stupid.
Yeah. And then, that's the meta nut stuff. There's not much else on it. It's just kind of like, why is Mark Zuckerberg tanking his company to do this? No one wants it.
That is true. Going into tech time and science shenanigans, and something we missed quite recently is Apple's new iPads. They have revealed the Apple iPad 10th Gen and a new Apple iPad Pro. However, there has been some significant controversy regarding the prices.
Yes, I didn't see this because I don't really pay much attention to Apple's stuff, but yeah, go for it. Tell us what's the controversy is.
Okay, so first off, let's start with the Apple iPad 10th Gen. So previously, from iPad Gen 1 to, maybe not 1, but maybe at least 4 from 9, they all had a similar structure of, you had a lightning port on the bottom, and it wasn't a full display, you still had your home button of Touch ID. Wasn't a great display, but it was cheap, right? It was like £300 for an iPad, a tablet. Fantastic value, really, because you get like 6 years updates as well.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, Apple decided to change it up, and they wanted to make it more in line with the Apple iPad Air. So the new design is almost exactly the same as an Apple iPad Air. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is literally identical in every sense, apart from it doesn't allow the Apple Pencil 2. Because the Apple Pencil 2 charges by wireless charging on the side of the iPad.
Yeah.
Similar to like the S Pen in... Like,
but could you not buy a wireless charger and plug it in?
I think it literally doesn't work.
Well, if you don't put it, like, unless it charges off the iPad.
Because it connects it. It connects, you pair it with the side.
So you
That's how
can't
you
just
pair
put
it.
it on a wireless charging pad and it won't charge.
No, because that's how it pairs it. It pairs it through the wireless charger.
That's insane.
Because you can't go into the settings of the iPad. You can't turn it on or off.
That's stupid. That's honestly the dumbest fucking thing I've
No,
ever heard.
no, it's not. It's not. To be fair, that's the same as anything. Like your S Pen, you don't pair it. You just it comes with it, right? You put it in and out.
The thing
Just
I
a
do find
wireless
weird
one.
about... I do have a weird feeling that I noticed when I tried with my Galaxy Fold 4 is the pen only works on the inside to display. It doesn't work on the outside one.
There's actually something in the display that means, which I think is the
Yeah,
reason
I
why
figured
they're
that. I figured that, but like I just was surprised that you can't use the pen on the outside display because that would be easier to do because you're holding it one-handed and you can tap on. But yeah,
Yes.
no, it's fine. It's not
So-
a big deal.
The Apple Pencil is one of the first of 3 controversies regarding this iPad. This is because the Apple iPad first gen pencil charges with Lightning, and as you know, the new iPad 10th gen has USB-C, which means
Yes.
you can't charge the pencil. You have to buy an adapter to charge the pencil.
Can't you just use an old lightning cable?
Well, you have to, because you meant to charge it under the iPad, so you have to get a cable.
Oh, you have to
that
get a
goes from-
USB to lightning, USB-C to lightning.
Yes, to charge it.
Oh, wow, that's... Well, Apple's going to make some money off that.
It's so dumb, right? So that's the first controversy. The second one is the display. So the Apple iPad Air already has a display. This iPad Air, this new iPad 10th gen, is the same form factor, right? So what think Apple did? Do you think they just copied the display over? You know, the exact same components. Nice easy jump. It's still LCD. It's not OLED. Still quite cheap.
Yeah, that would be the logical thing.
That'd be the logical, right? No, they had to make a shitter display. It's literally the exact same, apart from the glass isn't laminated.
Ah.
So you have that weird like, gap in the display for some fucking reason. Who knows why? And furthermore, they're charging more money for it as the last controversy. This Apple iPad is now $450 and 500 Great British pounds,
Nice.
which is ridiculous price. Not even got an M1 chip, but that's expected. And yeah, the
I thought
Apple
the M1 chip was meant to be like this really good chip.
It is. The M1 chip is fantastic.
Which was to avoid all of the controversy around the current chip shortage that everyone else is dealing with.
Yeah. And then, yes, the other iPad as well, Apple iPad Pro, I don't know which version Pro it is, that has only had an upgrade of a new processor and they're charging like 100 extra or 200 extra pounds for it. And that's literally it. That's the only upgrade.
The 12.9-inch model of the iPad Pro 2022 costs an eye-watering £1,249.
Yeah, it's
And then 1,000...
crazy.
Wow. $1,099 is 1,249 British pounds. It's crazy.
Oh, sorry, no, the Apple iPad the Apple iPad Pro has a price increase of £250. And it's just a new chip. There's nothing else new in it. It's literally identical to the same. Also, another reason why the Apple 10th gen is stupid is because they had to make a new keyboard for it, which has function keys, but then none of the other Apple keyboards have function keys.
Right.
Which doesn't make sense, because the other ones are the ones you'd most want to use as a laptop.
Yeah.
So why have they done this?
Money.
It doesn't make sense. There's no logical decision here.
But
There's none.
Apple people don't like logic. They like just spending money.
And they've also increased the old ones as well. So you can still buy the Apple iPad 9th gen, but that's gone up by £800. I think the last year's Air has gone up by £80 as well. It's mental. I don't understand Apple.
Tech is getting expensive.
Well, that's just inflation and the economic situation, but it's mental.
Danny, you ready for more stuff to annoy you? Because we're going to talk about
yes.
Twitter and Elon Musk.
Good old Elon Musk. Yes,
He finally did it. He didn't want to go to court, so he bought Twitter.
Isn't this for less though than what he originally?
No,
paid?
he full priced.
Oh, it's a full price.
Yeah, because he can. The reason he was going to court was to try and back out of getting it, but he couldn't legally back out of it because the original thing that the 1 billion back out thing was unless like unforeseen circumstances prevented him from being able to buy Twitter.
Right.
But because he'd got the investment money, that wasn't like a thing, and he couldn't back out unless he that billion was only a safety net if it someone died or something, and there was no feasible way for Twitter to be sold to him. So he legally was gonna have to buy it. He didn't want to. He knew that. He was trying to go to court to get out of it. Realized, oh shit, this is all gonna go public, and people are gonna see all my financing and all of that shit publicly. Went, ooh, let me back out of this and just buy it. And now he's tied to it. He's got to pay like a shit ton of money every year to the people he borrowed the money to buy Twitter from. He's now going down a rabbit hole of trying to fix Twitter that is a cesspool already, but he's trying to make it even more of a cesspool by just sheer dumbassery.
Great word, that, by the way.
Dumbassery.
Yeah. Great word.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, so his main thing was he's now going to start charging to have a blue tick, which
£8 a month for blue tick. I mean,
well, no,
anyone can have it.
No, it was originally going to be £20 a month. However, Stephen King piled on him and went, look, I'm not going to pay this. Fuck you. And Elon Musk cowered like a little bitch and went, okay, we hear your feedback. We're going to go £8 a month. And anyone can have it. Completely, like, fucking over the whole point of a Twitter check mark, which is to, like, prove that it's the original, like, person who you're following, like a celebrity, not just a random person on the internet. Because Elon Musk doesn't realize that it's a security thing, not a social status thing.
Get ready for 5 Donald Trumps, all verified.
Also, I think Donald Trump is back on Twitter. But yeah, he's also basically trying desperately to get advertisers to work with Twitter, but then offering Twitter Blue, which is the £8 a month thing, which says we're going to get rid of fewer ads, because you can't say we're going to get rid of ads because they don't want, like, no ads. Because, like, advertisers don't want that. Like, also, apparently, the way that Twitter's checkmark verification thing is going to do now is, he literally said this in a, like, shareholders thing, that if you don't have the blue checkmark, your posts are going to get pushed further down the algorithm. So it's going to be harder for people without the check mark to get their posts seen by people. So, and he was banging on about it being like we're getting rid of the patriarchy, like the the higher ups versus the peasants, basically the patriarchy versus the peasants. But he's now implemented a system where only the people who are paying for it can get, like, traction, and anyone who doesn't pay for it is like, out of it. He's also fighting with every single person who's negatively talking about him like a child.
This
like,
guy,
every time,
man. This guy,
like, every time, I don't know. Maybe he should be running his company, not tweeting about it. Also, the funniest thing is Twitter is now tied to Tesla's and SpaceX's stock value. So if Twitter fails, Tesla and SpaceX fail.
So goodbye, Tesla. Just buy everything, right?
Well, no, there's no way this is going to tank that quickly. I would give it a couple years before. He's also trying to bring back Vine to compete with TikTok.
That's sort of sensible, I guess, because short form content is the way
but
forward.
Vine was never profitable.
That is true. It wasn't,
because Vine didn't have an algorithm like TikTok or YouTube, so he'd have to invest a shit ton more money into making the algorithm better.
Yeah, but I feel like Vine has just got this cult following.
Well, I'm sure Vine, if it came back, people would use it, but I don't think it would last. I think you'd do it, and then it would tank
maybe.
again.
Because
I think
surge at the start, then
it would have
stop.
a big surge, but I think people prefer TikTok and YouTube because it's already just a thing that they're doing. He's also trying to change the length of tweets so that you can just have long tweets now, which is going to cause a lot of spamming. He's also apparently adding, like, full-length video to tweets now. So you have to watch, like, a 4-hour, like, 40... I think the maximum length at the moment is, like, 42-minute video.
Oh, really?
But he's trying to make it longer.
Mad.
So he's trying to make it into YouTube, TikTok. He's just trying to make it into every fucking... And it's just going to go... also, every, like, most major celebrities are leaving TikTok. Twitter, not TikTok.
Long live Instagram, right?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me.
Oh, he also, there was another thing is he was basically trying to say, oh, we're not going to promote fake news and all of that because he's all about the media being biased and all of that bullshit. And then he literally, on the week he'd bought Twitter, tweeted out conspiracy theory bullshit and passing it off as real news. And then all of his tweets got like fact checked by like Twitter's fact check verification thing. So he's just fucking an idiot. And then also every single tweet that like criticizes him has a fucking shit ton of Elon Musk fanboys defending him, saying he's the smartest man in the world and he made $2 billion companies and he's the richest man in the world.
I think Boris Johnson is smarter than Elon Musk.
Being the richest man in the world doesn't mean that you're smart. It just means that your businesses are doing well. And that's because they're run by other people.
He's made some good financial decisions in the past, mainly by accident, including...
Also massive family investment.
Yeah, but the thing is...
Diamond mine, like not diamond mine, emerald mine or something, like slave labor sort of bullshit. He got like $1 billion from his family to start up his company, and massive bailouts from the government to keep his companies alive.
I have had enough of Elon Musk, so let's move on to on the bright side, where Germany has announced plans to legalize cannabis for recreational use.
Yeah, so any Germans out there, good for you. You might get legal cannabis, which makes sense.
I've always argued that cannabis isn't as bad as smoking.
No. It's also...
It's arguably not as bad as drinking either.
Yeah, well, it's just like... It's also good for, like, medical shit, because it's, like... it's clearly proven to, like, help with PTSD and stuff like that.
Yeah, it helps with anxiety, helps with Parkinson's.
Also, like, the problem with this stuff is not... It's the it's not the psychedelic, it's the other stuff. It's the...
LSD?
No, for cannabis, it's the... Because there's... The reason they don't like it is because there's one part of it, like THC or something, that's bad or good, and then the other part is like bad for things. But if you take out one of it, it's good. But that's because the only reason it's not like because I think it's like the psychedelic aspect. If you take that out, it's that. I think that's the reason they don't like it. Whereas if you just have it for like smoking to like cure, like mellow you out and stuff like that, that's the or it's the psychedelic bit that they like and the other bit that they don't like.
Right,
I'll try and Google what it is. What's the bad bit in weed? Chemical makeup, it changes.
I've always thought if you legalize cannabis, you'll probably save more lives. Would you agree?
Yeah. Because CBD and THC. I think, So CBD is the bit that can also cause anxiety and is the bad bit of weed. But then the THC is the good bit or something. I'm getting confused, but yeah, I don't do drugs, as you can tell.
Yeah, I've never done drugs in my life, but I'm just... If you think about it, a lot of the deaths from cannabis come from it being poorly handled, from it being imported by people's arses.
No one's actually died of weed. It's mainly
how it's contaminated. Through it being done over illegal means.
Yeah, like
through border security. That's like the dangerous bit.
Yeah, and it's the people going to prison and then getting shanked and stuff in prison.
Yeah, I actually think because the main other concern is that it's a gateway drug. Like, once you start doing weed, you start doing other drugs, but I don't think that's true.
No, it's just blown out of proportion nonsense. That's all tiny bullshit.
They can literally argue the same thing about alcohol.
Like, it's a big jump from cannabis to fucking heroin.
Yeah, that's a massive jump. Also, heroin should always be illegal.
I'm going to take this nice, relaxing, mellow out thing I'm going to take one of the worst things from my body that stresses me out and makes me addicted for life.
Heroin's terrible.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, look, I think even if you just decriminalize it, it stops people from like taking bad, like even if you just make it, because the thing is, look at America, they made it so it's legal, and they've made a shit ton of money off it. Yeah, it's a place by place basis.
Yeah, state by state, and it's like some states have their own laws.
Yeah, and then they just make a shit ton of money off it because they tax the shit out of it. Yeah.
That's what you should do. Ban smoking.
And it's safer. Yeah, and it's safer. Because, it's safer for people to buy it through the government and like governmentally traded things.
I think it's legal over here now for medicinal purposes.
Well, I think the issue with it is that you get massive weird doses of stuff, which is then dangerous. Whereas if you medicate, like if you regulate it, you can control the amounts of the chemicals in it.
Yeah.
So it's actually like safer to do. Whereas you don't get people slicing in other stuff to make it, like with cocaine, putting like flour and like stuff in it to make it look like it's more than it is. He says, not having ever done drugs. Having actually seen cocaine in person, though, that was fun.
Have you? I have not. Yeah, I had a bit of a weird experience last night where someone randomly got offered to say, "Oh, do you want to do cat and cocaine?" And in their drunken state, they went, "Yes." I replied, "Yes," and they woke up this morning thinking, "Oh shit, what have I done?"
Did they take it or did they?
No, so it was only
Or did they
message
just
chat.
accept-
It was just like a plan to do it.
Oh right,
It was like a plan to do it at some point, and I was like, "Oh shit, I've got a reply." I said, "Say no."
Sorry, I've come to my senses.
I was like, "Oh fuck." Oh yeah. Anyway, last section: recommend, do, recommend, don't. What have we done this week? You recommend. For my half, I don't remember.
I don't recommend getting eye infections. They're not fun. I don't know if I can recommend Blockbuster, which is the Netflix thing, which is like 10 episodes about Blockbuster.
It's an American comedy. If you like American sitcoms, you'll probably like it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not great. It's just, I don't think I laughed once. So I don't know.
That does sound quite bad in a comedy. I can't lie.
I think I looked it up and it's got like 22% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I don't think this is going to get a second season, so I don't know if you should invest your time.
You never know. You never know these things. Sometimes...
It's always weird with... I do recommend, though, Marvel Snap, which has become kind of my new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, because I have played it more than Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links in the last couple weeks since it came out. It's quite fun. It's a card game. It's got like little islands that you basically put your cards down on. They do different things. Different cards have different effects. It's kind of strategy. It's fun. It's not pay to win because you can't buy any cards. Basically, you just buy variations of like different skins and stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
Fair enough.
I will hopefully be buying A Plague's Tale Requiem or getting Xbox Game Pass at some point to play it, and then stream it. Or VR games. So if you want to check that out, I have my Twitch channel.
Oh yeah, that
It'll
sounds
be in
fun.
the link in the description. But I haven't been on my Twitch for ages because I basically have been busy every time I've tried to play or had an eye infection, so I don't want to be having a screen strapped to my head.
That's true. That is true. I think I can recommend if you like to drink and you're legal, try Disaronno.
You're legal. That doesn't sound good.
And it's legal to drink. All right, I'm just saying it is legal to drink.
And you're of legal age in your country of origin.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't know. Words are hard.
Not you're legal, like you're over 16.
I got drunk. Okay, I got drunk last night, and
Wow.
I was drinking Dr Pepper
Shocking.
and Disaronno, and
That
it was
sounds
very nice.
Atrocious.
I had a
don't
lot
like
of
Dr.
Disaronno.
Pepper.
I had a whole
Dr.
bottle
Pepper.
of Disaronno.
I wouldn't be able to drink it. My go-to drink is vodka Coke.
Did you like Dr
Or
Pepper?
vodka. No, I hate Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
Dr.
you're
Pepper's-
fucking. Well, of course, you're fucking hater then. But if you like Dr Pepper and you like almonds, you'll love Dr Pepper Disaronno. It's
I am not an alcohol
Brilliant.
person. Like I have just
I wasn't.
vodka Coke, and that's about it.
I wasn't. But
I
now
imagine
am.
I'd like the fruity drinks, like the ones with all the fruits in, and it's like pitchers and stuff like that. I just don't ever order them.
Nah, cocktails are the way forward, man. Cocktails. Oh, beautiful.
No, I just prefer straight cock.
No tail.
No tail.
No tail. Fair. It's just getting weird. So, thank you for listening. Go check out our TBO Black Adam. Check out socials in the link tree down below.
I honestly forgot we did Black Adam.
Yeah.
It's such a forgetful movie. But I have so many things to criticize.
Yeah, go check it out. It's a bit of mixed opinions there. So yeah.
Yeah, Dan liked it. I didn't love it. It was fine.
Yeah,
I
go
thought there
check
were
it
good
out.
bits. We're going to do Enola Holmes 2.
Yeah, that's next week.
And then
yeah.
Black Panther after.
Hopefully. If you don't get another eye infection.
Yes. Well, God, fuck me. I hope. And you don't have another surgery.
That's true. Wait, when's Black Panther?
The 11th. But we're doing Enola Holmes
No, when's it
because
come out?
I'm
26th.
No, it comes out the 11th.
Oh, Black Panther comes out 11th, but it's...
Yeah, Enola Holmes is out.
Oh, it's the 19th, Black Panther.
No, Black Panther
No,
is the 11th.
episode, the review.
Yeah, the review's a week after because you don't go and see stuff day of. So I'm giving you a week to watch it, and we're watching Enola Holmes because that's on Netflix, so you can just sit at home and watch it.
It sounds great. It sounds great to me. Can't lie. Anyway.
Because I didn't know if you were even going to be able to watch Black Adam because of your surgery.
Well, only recently. It was like 2 weeks after it came out.
Yeah, which is why I pushed it back to we missed all our Halloween stuff, but who cares? Halloween was shit. I went to a party. It was great.
Yeah.
I hated every moment. Goodbye.
Goodbye.